because at least you have to register yourself for industrial training. So this is the same. Then you see in the left hand side the internship menu. Okay, you already put your internship info and your picture already, right? Otherwise you will not be able to go through other menu. So you did that already. ใช่ไหม Okay, so for your internship info, now we will fill in some more information. Back at the info session time, you may not know which organization you want to intern, but by now you should have an idea and being able to fill in the information about the organization. Okay, and in the internship info, you also the point where you can submit your bi-weekly report and full report. Why late? Why? Janet class. Okay. Next is the document template. Okay, in case you want the document in hard copy format, you want to print it out, then you can refer to this menu. Contains the useful downloadable resources. Okay, so that's the function inside each menu available for you. Okay, so let's start with the first one, the filling up of the organization. Okay, you will fill this through the form called Fit3. It will look like this, Fit3. Okay, so you have to fill in your training organization, your supervisor name, and also the map of the training organization. Okay, and you can fill this by the web page. The page on the internship info will have the place for you to fill in this online. So you put down your organization. If not in the list, then you type it. So first check the organization whether it's in the list or not. That will be very helpful for you, and you don't have to type it again because most of the organization was interned by the student last year. So if it's on the list already, then you don't need to type again for consistency. So use the drop down ability first, and if not, then you type on the new one. Okay. And the map here is the Google map that you have to drop the pin. Okay, drop the pin on the organization location. Okay, you should be able to find your organization in the Google map. No? If not, then ask Pime what to do. He will check it for you. Okay. Next is the supervisor detail. Okay, if you have more than one supervisor, you can tell us all the supervisor that you have, but you have to mark who is the evaluator for you because later we will ask for their evaluation by sending the mail to that email directly. Okay, so for the evaluator, and you have to put in as the asterisk mentioned that that is the required field that you have to fill in. So if you don't know yet, you have to find that out and fill this in for us. Okay, and another important thing is the training period. You have to specify the starting date and the end date. And if you change this, that will result in your bi-weekly report. Okay, we check the on time based on the starting and end date also. So don't shift that. Okay, you have to make sure and maybe refer to the document that the company sent to you to confirm the starting and the end date. Okay, once you fill everything in, you click save and then it will appear here in your internship information. Okay, both the organization and the supervisor name. The training period also, but the assigned committee is the committee that assigned by ISE, mostly the instructor who will grade you as another evaluator. Okay, Up to this point, any question? ครับ Supervisor is your supervisor in the organization. The committee is the evaluator who is the instructor here. Both of them is in the category of evaluator. They both evaluate you. Okay? Any other?พี่เมย์ will have that form ใช่ไหม in the form we already explained that they have to fill in the evaluation for us so don't worry ครับ okay so you recheck and save this information before clicking on the save button I haven't captured the screen on the save button but you see it นะ on the bottom of the page นะ so make sure นะ all the information that you fill in appear here correctly okay and by filling all those information นะ you already fill in the fit 3 information okay so you print that information out it will be the information that you fill in will fill up the form like that and also the map if the map from Google is not clear enough do write some more explanation to help your evaluator finds you okay ไหม so if the map from Google is not clear enough write information that can help us find you นะ okay then from this form you hand it to your supervisor and have them sign also in the form we already say that they have to be your evaluator for the question you asked and upload it back to us okay and then that's the end of the fit 3 submission process any question on fit 3 ไหม no okay so print fit 3 signed by yourself and your supervisor scan and upload as PDF file okay I already said that so it's 5 megabyte limited I move on to the next report or next document already นะ it's called the bi-weekly report the form looks like that okay and once you upload the bi-weekly report by clicking add it will show after okay actually the bi-weekly report the period is calculating from your training start and end date so you cannot manipulate that you can add the report file when the link appear so by the time that the period comes then the add button will appear the add functionality will appear there okay and once you add by uploading that one the status will change and if the report is checked by ISE committee and they have some comment on that you will receive an email alert okay so this is the screenshot of how to add the report so once you click add you get this screen and then you fill in all the information and also the comment okay so you understand the fit 1 uploading procedure okay now I will emphasize on the endorsement and due date for fit 3 you have to submit that within 7 days after starting the training by that time you should know already who is your assigned supervisor should be close enough to him to submit the form to him already and ask him to sign. So that shouldn't be a problem for you to getting the signature from his or her from him. Okay, and from fifth one. That's by the name, it says biweekly report. So you have to submit that biweekly, and remember that in the at the end of the form also contains the signature of the supervisor. So you have to get the signature before you upload the forms back. Okay. Now move on to the third form here. It's called Fit 2, Supervisor's Evaluation. Okay. Okay, the form will look like that. On the last week of training, supervisor evaluation box will appear in your screen, and you can send the email to your evaluator. So you are the one triggering this activity. No, you're the one triggering this activity, but we will provide you the icon called send evaluation form. No? So you send this, and you have to follow up. It's your duty to follow up this. Request his or her to submit the evaluation form to ISE within 2 weeks after the last day of training. But if your supervisor doesn't like the online functionality and they request for the hard copy one, you can get it from the document template in the intranet. I mentioned earlier that we have the document template that you can download the hard copy of all documents here. Okay, so if they prefer the hard copy one, then you can download that. Or if they say that they don't get an email, then you can print it and then hand it to him or her, and then ask him or her to send that to the ISE internship coordinator, PME. No, send directly, not through you, nah. So we only receive the mail that is sent directly from your supervisor to PME. No, consider that formal if it's sent directly by your supervisor. Okay. So ask them to scan the hard copy and then send directly to PME. But the time frame is still the same, within 2 weeks after the last day of training. Now the full report. The full report have to include at least title page, abstract, no, organized in this category also, title page, abstract, have to have table of contents. The first chapter should be the introduction, no? And you list out the purpose of the industrial training, the training period, working condition, supervisor and trainer. For chapter 2, you give us the detail about your training organization. But you have to ask permission from your supervisor because some of the information is confidential to the organization. So check with them which information is okay to put down in your report. I think the location is not something that is very confidential, so that one is fine. But other, like the organization profile, the management system is quite something that is sensitive. So get that permission before you put down your report now. Okay, chapter 3 will be details of your work. So you list the types of work that you did during the internship, detail of work and duration in each step. Chapter 4 is the conclusion. So you conclude what is the benefits of training, the problem and suggestion. Okay, don't forget to mention all the points that I brief to you, which is the objective of the industrial training in the first slide. That is the guideline. Okay, if you quote something from some textbook or some of the reference that you have, you can put down in the reference section, and you can also have appendix. In the appendix should have the copy of fit 3, copy of fit 1, and if you want to put in the related technical information of the training, then you can do so in this appendix, but you have to get the permission from supervisor as well. Last year we have an issue with the organization. They say that the permission is not granted officially, and we have to solve that problem. So I expect that this year I already emphasized many times that you have to get the permission. So try not to have this problem again about the confidentiality of the information. Okay?
So if they not release, so we must not. If they not release the information, also we cannot.
Ask them into which detail that they cannot release, and provide as much detail as possible. And if the detail cannot be put down, tell us that you have more detail, but that is confidential. Huh? Ajahn Akrawat have anything to add on this? The question is if the company doesn't want to reveal the information. Okay. Okay. The submission of full report is on the. Okay. The way to submit this is that you will have the full report box appear on the last week of training, but if you are not ready to send yet, it's okay. It's appear there on the last week, and the file must be a PDF file, so do convert it in PDF and not make it over 5 megabyte. If you provide a very thick one and exceeding 5 megabytes, then consult PME on this, because that will give a problem to the system. Okay, submit a full report within 2 weeks. So by last week of your training, the submission icon will appear, but the deadline is actually within 2 weeks after the last day of industrial training. No, but if the last day is later than July 18, in case you intern very late, no, the report must be submitted no later than August 4, because that's the deadline for the July registration to about the grading system. Okay, anyone intern very late? ไม่มีเนาะ When? I think you will resolve, maybe result in you have to check case by case. You have to provide us the reason why. Huh? I first. Okay. Okay, I, and then we'll grade you later. Okay. So all the report can be submitted. If you are not in Thailand, don't worry, because all the reports can be submitted through the intranet. So note down the intranet link again. And if you have any problem, then contact PME, no? His email address for internship specifically is ISE internship. So for the internship period, he will check this quite often. Maybe more often than the normal mail ise@eng.jula.ac.th. So if it's concerning the internship, so do write to this email address. เข้าใจไหม No? Or via postal mail. Anyone prefer postal mail than email? Hope not. Now the grading criteria. Okay, fit 3 is 10 points. For the biweekly report is 10 points. For the full report is 40 points. So which one is more important? And the criteria or like the grading structure is each for 10, statement of purpose for 10, clarity of training details for 10, and report organization and sentence structure for 10, and documentations and formatting of the report is another 10 points. Your supervisor evaluation, which we asked you to follow up, that is 40 points. So that's a major contribution also. So do follow up on that. Okay, so in total, the summation is 100 points. The final grade